Hello Twin Flames, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do a classic read. There's actually still a lot happening with the energies, and for one there is a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus happening right now. By the way, we are in the season of Taurus officially. Happy birthday Tauruses. And yeah, I don't want to do a lot of astrology, just like not gonna do that part, but definitely wanted to check in on the energies and see what's happening for the twin collective and what kind of advice can we get for ourselves during this time. So I will start with the Wisdom of the Oracle, one of the classics. Let's get a card for Divine Feminines first of all, and then we'll see what's going on with each of the twin collectives. All right, I hope some of you managed to catch my show yesterday around creating emotional intimacy and nurturing intimacy in relationships. It is now available as a recorded version, like everywhere. I'll try to remember to do a community tab post with some links so you can check them out. And it's available as a video and also as a podcast if that's the format you prefer. It was great. I do get a lot of ideas of how I want to work through that content or bring something new another week, so we'll see what happens. Okay, not for you. Very interesting card to get. So whatever you are deciding right now, Divine Feminines, you're on defense. Know that if it's not easily available to you, it's just not for you. You know how they say that rejection is God's protection, and it doesn't have to be necessarily an actual person and they don't necessarily have to reject you. But if you see that, you did your due diligence, you did your part, your work, your investment, you showed the universe that you want this, that you're serious, and it's still not working out. Sometimes it's just not it, right? Or it's at least not right now. It's not the right time for it to come together. So relax, take it easy, focus on something else. That's usually the best way. And then almost all of the time, this also means that you can't really change the outcome right now. So there's no point in driving yourself crazy or spending a lot of energy and resources trying to change the situation. Let it go, and if it's meant for you, it will come to you at the right time. For masculines, we have Y, number 31. And I love that they have Akashic records here. So masculines are questioning a lot of things these days, right? And to me, it's part of that next level ascension that they're experiencing, like this transformation that's now settling into their minds, into their day-to-day life. And they start questioning, why am I this way? Why do I have this belief? Or why have I never tried XYZ, right? These kind of questions, all kinds of questions. And because it's a collective reading, it's hard for me to give you a more specific list, but I'm just getting a lot of questions around, like, literally, why do I always have to talk like that to people, right? Like, why can I only show my love and affection through sarcasm? Or why have I been denying, I don't know, getting up earlier and doing something else in the morning routine, something like that, Maybe it's also, for some masculines, has to do with habits and maybe addictions, unhealthy attachments. Let's call them that way. So this is like a window into working through the unhealthy attachments. All right, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Beautiful, love it, love the love, as the Taurus energy suggests. By the way, the Taurus is patron, I don't know it's being guarded by the planet or overlooked by planet Venus. So yeah, Taurus and Libra are the two signs. Taurus is definitely, they have a weak spot for the love energy, for love expression, the attachment that they have to people they love, all this lovey-dovey energy comes to mind. Okay, clarifiers. What am I doing? So love is in the air, quite literally. in a beautiful sense. And it brings refreshing and healing vibe to the twins, which I love. Because here we have, look at that, 2 of Cups. I mean, seriously. Thank you for the confirmation. Here, if you notice in this card, there's actually, we usually pay attention to this beautiful big crystal cup and the fish and the flowers. It's all so beautiful. But it also has this part, like in the river or like under the water. And it looks pretty grim and gloomy, and this fish seem very unhappy. I don't know, they look like piranhas, but they might just be unhappy. Whatever it is, it's not that pretty picture, right? So there is a contrast here, right? And that's why I feel like this is a refreshing energy from, well, and underneath we have 3 of Swords, by the way, and underneath we have 2 of Cups. Oh my God. So this is like that refreshing energy after some stale time, or after being disappointed in love, right? Like this is like the renewed hope. That's what I'm hearing here. Beautiful. Feminines, you have 9 of Wands clarified by King of Cups. So feminines is still working through certain bits and pieces of fear and insecurity before being ready to meet the new love, or to meet the love that got away, right? And maybe that's that not for you energy where you're getting that, maybe that's what you are saying to yourself, you know. But at the end of the day, and I don't want to get too deep into that, but it doesn't really matter. Like if you have that belief deep down, then that's going to be the thing that will push away that love interest, that person, right? So, but whatever it is, if you're not sure, don't go crazy, don't get worked up over trying to figure it out. Switch your focus to something else, and definitely work on being in a place of high vibration and inner peace, and then grounded space. And then when you are ready to work through this, you'll know, and there will be new opportunities for that for sure. Masculines, you have the Moon clarified by 7 of Wands. So masculines are being shown where they've been overly defensive, overly judgmental. They've been pushing away certain opportunities and choices just because of their set of convictions. And I already started talking about it with that Y card, right? This is, to me, this is a direct allusion to the full moon that we are having this Tuesday, just a couple of days from now, in Scorpio, by the way. So that's a very deep sign, very much about emotion, very much about like things that are behind the curtain or behind the closed doors, things that you'd never talk to anyone about, right? So they're going to be coming up and probably already started. So it's very important, Divine Masculines, that you put your walls down, at least when you have that intimate time with yourself, which I also talked about in my in my TV show yesterday, that it's just as it is important to do certain practical activities to exercise emotional intimacy with your partner, with another person, it's just as important to do that for yourself, you know, on your own time. If anything, that's even more important, because you need to know yourself first in order to share of that with somebody else. So don't push it away, as scary as it may be, as, you know, fight or flight response comes in naturally, automatically. Put it aside for a moment, right? And try to look deeper into it. Try to look beyond what seems scary or threatening your status quo, right? Why is it that painful? Why is it triggering you that much? And how do you feel when you're thinking about doing it another way, trying something different for a change? How does it make you feel? And start making those choices. Start with something small and then build on it, right? But it's very important to switch things around from this energy. And even if you start small, the energy will be flowing in a different way, and you'll notice that changes will be happening for you. Additional question. This is getting longer than I thought. The Hangman clarified by Ace of Swords. Twins continue getting time to retrospect and to think about what is my truth, right? Where is the love, like in that song title, right? Maybe for some of you need to listen to that song. It's old, but it's good. So what are the feminines thinking about? The Star clarified by the Chariot, right? How, and both of them are kind of have connection with the sky, which is amazing, right? So to me, first of all, crown chakra, connection to the divine, and it's like, so am I on track? Am I doing the right thing? Am I getting all the channeled messages right for myself, my own path? These are the questions that you may be asking, right? And as long as you keep working through those fears, if you keep staying in tune and aligned, then these things will happen naturally. Like even here, they're both major arcanas. It shows that there's definitely a divine plan. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel here, right? But stay aligned with who you are, what feels good, what feels right to you in your heart space. And also be on the lookout for those signs and opportunities. For masculines, we have Two of Swords and Karma. I've been getting this card a lot recently, and no surprise that it has the solar eclipse in it. This is a judgment card in the regular right away, but it's called Karma here, which to me is also interesting, right? The Two of Swords and Karma. So masculines are considering how the karma has been cutting off certain opportunities for them, how it's been getting back at them for some of the choices they made towards others. So I started talking about them being judgmental, and this is a judgment card, right? So there you go. You're judging others, the judgment comes back to you, always. Right? And a lot of times, and I mean, I'm not saying that this is just the masculine, so it's just particular people. We all make this kind of mistakes. We all fall into this trap where we feel like we can judge other people for specific mistakes that they make. But when we make the same exact mistakes, we miss it. We don't see it. We're like, yeah, whatever, that doesn't count. Or like, I had my reasons, right? Like the same situation, but how much more we judge other people than we do ourselves. And I'm not saying that you should be judging and beating yourself up. Don't be judgmental, right? Like that's the point, really. But this is seeing the full circle, right? Where there's been some kind of odd choice or judgment towards others or mistreatment of others based on personal judgment. Like you are deciding the fate, right? And now you're seeing how that's come back to bite you. Very interesting. How are the feminine seeing the connection right now? Ace of Wands clarified by Page of Swords. Very new energy, very fresh, very like we're starting from scratch. There could be some conversations with the Page of Swords. Could be some exchange of messages between the twins. There's definitely something that the feminine would like to tell masculines. That's what I'm getting here. But it's almost like telling them that let the bygones be bygones and we're starting fresh. If you're interested in starting fresh with me, we have a lot of potential here. Let's look at that, right? But I don't want to be in that old energy and trying to figure things out and unfold and untie things that are, that were the old energy, that are not even relevant anymore. We've all learned something from it. Let's move on with our lives. How the masculine seeing the feminine, the connection, Strength clarified by 10 of Cups. Wow. And look at it. This person in the Strength card also has like a magic wand, is looking towards, like, not looking towards, but is directed, and the lion is looking towards this. So masculines know that there is the divine power that's working to make this happen, that's getting them to their 10 of Cups. And it has direct connection with this connection, with being with their twin. But it's almost like it is magical, and there's a lot of magical things happening in this card if you look at it closer. There's that island, there is some some lights here, there is a frog swimming to it, like there's a lot going on, right? And they acknowledge that there is a lot that's been going on that's quite magical, that's special, that has told them on countless occasions how special they are, how special this connection is. How special they are, how special their feminine is. And that's why how special the connection is. Like to them, that's how it comes together, right? But they understand that there is a lot more willpower and stamina that's needed to get there, to get to the 10 of Cups. And at this moment, they don't feel like they have it in them. That's the honest answer. But they do have hope and trust in the divine power, in the divine intervention, that they will be guided towards the right actions to get here. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. I have uploaded all of the videos with all of the horoscopes for April now. Finally, I mean, I know, right? In the week, I'm gonna start doing May readings, but that's how it was this month. I'm going with the flow, and there was a lot happening for me personally too. So I'm doing the best I can, especially since all these readings are public and free. And if you'd like me to do more, to get more on all of these things, I'm welcoming donations or requests for personal readings. Those will definitely help me be more present here and invest more of myself into this channel. Also, as you know, I have an Amazon wish list, and the link is in the description box. And you can also support the channel by getting something off the list. All of those items have to do with the channel and spiritual growth and anything and everything of how I can be of a better service to you guys. In the meantime, like the video, share it with others, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.